For this activity, you will need a pencil, a ruler, and some colors. I'm using highlighters because it's better for the video, but please use your pencil crayons. Don't forget to sharpen them and quickly go and get them and get ready. And of course, you're going to have your poem, your worksheet that we've given to you. Let's read the poem now. Don't Bring Camels in the Classroom by Ken Nesbitt. Don't bring camels in the classroom. Don't bring scorpions to school. Don't bring rhinos, rats or reindeers. Don't bring mice or moose or mule. Pull your penguin off the playground. Put your python in a tree. Place your platypus wherever you think platypi should be. Lose your leopard and your lemur. Leave your llama and your leech. Take your tiger, toad and toucan anywhere but where they teach. Send your wombat and your weasel with your wasp and wolverine. Hide your hedgehog and hyena where you're sure they won't be seen. Please get rid of your gorilla. Please kick out your kangaroo. No, the teacher didn't mean it when she called the class a zoo. And just in case you don't know all those animals, I've given you pictures of a toucan, a platypus, and the next picture is of a lemur, and that's a wombat. And then we've got a wolverine and a gorilla. Now that we've read the poem, we're going to look for the voice or the speaker. What is the voice of the speaker? The speaker in the poem, which could be the poet or a character in the poem. So let's see. In this poem, which one will it be? Is it going to be the speaker in the poem, which is the poet himself? Is the poet the voice? Or is he talking in the voice of the character? Then you can go ahead and outline that block. Use your ruler. There we go, I've outlined mine in green. Now I'm going to try and find if I can find the voice of this poet. All right. The poet's, let's circle this word your. So that gives me a clue that the poet is talking to me. It's like he's giving me advice because he's saying, take your tiger, toad and toucan anywhere but where they teach. And then he talks about a they. Okay, so there's your, he's talking to you, and there's a you over there. Let's circle you. And in the beginning he's saying don't bring. So he's talking to me, he's giving me instructions. He's bossing me, he's using his bossy verbs. Don't bring camels, don't bring. Pull your penguin. Put your python, place your... So he's giving me these bossy verbs and he's telling me, he's giving me instructions. So this poem, it's the voice, the speaker is talking to me. Okay, there's another your and a your. Oh, there's lots. He's really giving me quite a bit of advice. And then the last two lines of the poem gives me an extra clue. It says, no, the teacher didn't mean it when she called the class a zoo. So let's go ahead. And so there they're talking about a they. I'm just coloring in that with a different color because it's a bit different. They're now talking about them. And then I'm going to circle the word she, because that's telling me that there's a teacher, the characters in this poem. So the poet is talking to me because he's saying your and you, and then he's talking about them, anywhere but where they teach. So he's talking about teachers and he's talking about a school. That's where the setting is of this poem, in a classroom, in a school. And they are the teachers and she is the class teacher. Now we're getting closer to who the speaker of the poem is. The speaker in the poem is the poet, and he's writing in the voice of a child that is in the classroom. And he heard his teacher calling the class a zoo. So everyone started bringing animals to school, and he's giving them advice. Actually, guys, don't do it. Don't bring all your animals to school, because the teacher didn't mean it. Take out your next color now. I'm going to take purple, and let's go on to the next part, is the line. Take your color and outline that rectangle or that block in another color. Let's read it together. It says, the line, a single line of text. I'm going to then underline one line in the poem. And now I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's underline them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 lines in one stanza. So it's 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. 4 lines in each stanza. So I'm going to write the number 4 here. We have 4 lines in each stanza for this poem. Let's look at stanza now. I've taken my blue, and let's go ahead and outline that block. I've outlined stanza. Let's see, what is a stanza? A stanza is a group of lines separated by a space. Well, there we go. There's the group of lines, and it's separated by a space. So that's a stanza, that's a stanza. There's another one, and another one, and another one. That makes it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stanzas. There are 5 stanzas in this poem. Let's go ahead now and put a shape around one stanza in the same color so we can see it. Now we're going to look at the rhyme scheme. So take a new color and let's start outlining. Now, rhyming words are usually the last word at the end of the line. That's the word you must look for to see if you can spot the rhyming words. So let's go ahead and read the last word of that first line. Line 1 is classroom. The last word of line 2 is school. Does classroom rhyme with school? No. Then let's go to line 3, reindeer. Okay, does classroom and reindeer rhyme? No. Does reindeer rhyme with school? No. Okay, let's go to the line 4, is mule. Ah, mule rhymes with school. Mule, school. Mule, school. Okay, those are the closest rhyming words. Okay, to figure out the rhyming pattern, we use the letter A. Then we call it B. The next line is B. A doesn't rhyme with B. Classroom didn't rhyme with school, so we have to give it a new letter. Reindeer is going to go to the next one, C, because it didn't rhyme with any of them. But there we spotted it. Mule rhymes with school, so it becomes B. Now we have the pattern. It's a A, B, C, B pattern. Let's see if it happens again. Let's go to stanza 2. Playground. So let's highlight the rhyming word is school and mule. Let's go to the next stanza. Playground is A. There's our rhyming word tree because it's in the B line. C, whenever gets a C because it doesn't rhyme with anything. And then B rhymes with tree, so it's called the B. So it's an ABCB pattern. Now that I've found the pattern, it's very easy to find the rhyming words. Let's go ahead and find them. Leech rhymes with teach. Wolverine rhymes with seen. Kangaroo rhymes with zoo. Well done, you've got it. Now there's one more thing I have to talk about in this poem, and that's the use of alliteration. So go ahead, you can write the word alliteration at the bottom of your poem. The poet has used alliteration to create a rhythm. I'm going to take my pink and I'm going to find the alliteration. Let's go to the first line. Don't bring camels in the classroom. Don't bring scorpions to the school. He chose a K for camels and classroom on purpose to create a rhythm. Don't bring scorpions to a school. Don't bring rhinos, rats or reindeer. Don't bring mice or moose or mule. By doing that, he's creating a rhythm. Can you hear it? Let's go to the next stanza. The next stanza, he's using P, the letter P, for alliteration. Let's look. Pull your penguin off the playground. Put your python in a tree. Place your platypus wherever you think platypi should be. Let's see how many P's he used in that one stanza. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 P's. Wow. Let's go to the third stanza now. What letter is he using for alliteration? You guessed it, it's an L. Go ahead and highlight all the L's in that stanza. Let's pause the video. What did you spot? The first two lines were alliterating the letter L, and the line 3 and 4 was alliterating the letter T. Wow, there's plenty of alliteration here. In the fourth stanza, please find the alliteration. I'm going to pause the video to give you a chance to find the alliteration. Let's go. Are you ready? I'm hiding the alliteration underneath my eraser. Are you ready? There it is. Send your wombat and your weasel with your wasp and wolverine. Hide your hedgehog and hyena where you're sure they won't be seen. Can you feel the rhythm that he's creating by using repeated letters? So there he used W and H. In the last stanza, he only does alliteration in line 1 and 2 because he's using line 3 and 4 to end the poem with the solution to the problem or the reason for writing the poem. So he doesn't use alliteration excuse me, he doesn't use alliteration in the last two lines of the poem, but let's see. Please get rid of your gorilla. Where's the alliteration there? It's a little bit trickier than the other ones. Yes, it's the G. Get and gorilla. Please kick out your kangaroo. It's the K and the K. All right, and he doesn't do it in the last two lines. No, the teacher didn't mean it when she called the class a zoo. It's obviously quite a badly behaved class if they act like zoo animals. But that's not my class. My class are angels. A class of angels. We should write a poem about them.